These are 20 game-changing tips for Madden 25 that have helped me become a top 100 player in the world, and I guarantee that these tips will help you guys win more games. At number 1, these new auto motion plays are extremely overpowered in Madden 25. If you have a play where one of your players comes in pre-snap auto motion and then goes on a wheel route, this can make your offense unstoppable. My favorite one of these plays is PA cheat wrap cross in the formation gun split close pro, and after the snap, the receiver on the cheat motion wheel route will get wide open if your opponent is playing cover 2, and even against man coverage, as long as you have your fastest receiver there, he'll torch the defender over the top for a massive one-play touchdown. At number 2, this is the easiest way in Madden 25 to shut down your opponent's corner routes. If you go into your coaching adjustments and set your zone drop curl flats to 20, 25, or 30 yards, and then on the field, put a linebacker or slot cornerback in a curl flat, then after the snap, he'll sprint straight to the sidelines at the exact depth that you set. Make sure you don't shade your coverage up, because then, instead of sprinting outside, he'll just do a slow side shuffle and never get to his spot. But as long as you don't shade up, your player in the curl flat will get in perfect position to completely take away any corner route your opponent tries to throw. At number 3, these are the best routes for absolutely destroying man coverage. Drags are extremely powerful because of how quickly they can get open, and your receiver can usually get several yards of separation, especially if their man defender gets caught up in traffic over the middle. Zig routes are also extremely effective, and as long as you pass lead the ball straight outside after your receiver makes his break, then you can rack up a ton of yards after the catch. Finally, comeback routes are almost unstoppable against man coverage, and as long as you throw the ball right as your receiver makes his break, then you'll pick up guaranteed yards along the sideline every time. At number 4, this insane new feature is the easiest way to bait your opponents into throwing interceptions. The best new feature added to Madden 25 is the switch stick, which allows you to take control of any coverage defender during the play. To use the switch stick, all you have to do is flick your right stick towards the player you want to take control of, and you'll instantly switch onto them so you can make a play on the ball. Now, for the switch stick to work, both the player that you're initially controlling and the player you're switching onto must both be in coverage assignments, and you can only do it while the ball is still in the quarterback's hands. As long as those conditions are met, you can instantly switch onto any coverage player you want and come down with some highlight reel interceptions. At number 5, this is how you can get the best possible blocking on every run play. Whenever your running back gets the ball, don't hold the sprint button until you've hit your running lane and crossed the line of scrimmage. This is because pressing the sprint button causes defenders to shed their blocks way faster, and that can result in a run that should go for a huge gain to ultimately get stopped for a minimal gain. But if you stay disciplined and wait to press the sprint button, then you can hit the hole, find open space, and hopefully take it all the way to the end zone. At number 6, here's how we can get the best spacing for our receivers on every pass play. As most of you know, if a play ends on the right side of the field, the next play will start with the ball on the right hash, and if a play ends on the left side of the field, the next play will start with the ball on the left hash. To get proper spacing for your receivers, you need to be flipping your play in the play call menu based on which hash the ball is on. You can flip your play from the play call screen by pressing the right trigger or R2 before calling your play. So for example, if you're on the right hash and you call the play verticals in gun trips tight end, your receivers will be spread out and have great spacing on all of their routes. But if you call the same play from the left hash without flipping your play, then your receivers are much closer together and you lose the benefits of having great spacing. So in that case, if you're on the left hash, flip your play in the play call menu before calling it, and now when you break the huddle, your play will be mirrored and you'll have that awesome spacing on the wide side of the field. At number 7, if you're struggling to stop shotgun run plays, then try this easy gap shoot. Make sure you have your alignment set to base in your coaching adjustments, go to the formation 4-2-5 over G, also known as big nickel over G, and call any play. Before the snap, pinch your defensive line by pressing left on the D-pad and down on the left stick, and slant them outside by pressing left on the D-pad and up on the right stick. Then hover with the linebacker on the side of the running back about 4 to 5 yards off the line of scrimmage and just outside the defensive tackle. Once the ball is snapped, you can fly right through the middle of the line to bring down the ball carrier in the backfield. Now, real quick guys, if you're interested in learning even more advanced tips as well as the high-level schemes that have helped me become a top 100 player player in the world, you should know that I share literally everything I know about Madden with our members at PlaybookProfessor.gg. We've had countless success stories from Madden players just like you who were tired of losing games and wanted to get the inside track on the most effective strategies and secret tips in the game. Between our ebooks, our film room, and our premium tips sections, we are constantly adding new content to help you guys improve as Madden players. So if you're looking for help on Madden 25, I truly believe that PlaybookProfessor.gg is the best place in the entire community for people who are trying to take their Madden game to the next level. At number 8, here's how you can customize exactly where you want your receiver to break on his route. A new feature added this year is custom route stems, meaning you can modify a route so that your receiver will make his break as short or as deep as you want. Now, you can't modify the stem of every route, but in routes, out routes, curls, posts, and corners can all be modified to break anywhere on the field. To change your player's route stem, press Y or triangle to pull up the Hot Routes menu, then select the player whose route you want to modify, and then hold LB or L1. Then you can move your left stick up or down to modify the route stem to whatever length you want. A super powerful custom route stem is to put a receiver from a compressed set on a corner route and then custom stem the route all the way down. This builds a short corner route which gets in an awesome spot on the field and is extremely difficult for the defense to guard. Here's how you can shut down someone who's constantly scrambling with their quarterback. At any time during a play, you can click your right stick straight into the controller, also known as the R3 button, and that will tell the defender closest to the ball to abandon their assignment and go after the ball carrier. This is how you can tell a defender in coverage to go after the QB once he escapes the pocket, and this works especially well if you have a defender in a QB spy because it allows you to send him the very moment the quarterback steps up in the pocket. At number 10, these are the most powerful stick moves in Madden 25. Spins are incredibly powerful this year, and you can perform them by pressing B on Xbox or circle on PlayStation. As long as you are not holding the sprint button, your player will do a small, fast spin animation where you don't cover a lot of ground, but you move just enough that you can easily make a defender miss and keep sprinting straight ahead. The other overpowered stick move is the Turbo Juke. As long as you are holding the sprint button, then you just have to flick your right stick to the left or right to get a super fast juke animation that'll leave defenders in the dust. At number 11, this is a brand new way to disguise your defense on every play. A new feature in Madden 25 is the ability to select a custom coverage shell before the snap. From the play call screen for a particular formation, at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the right stick icon and the words shell default. Moving the right stick left or right will allow you to select any coverage shell that you want your defense to line up in. So for example, if I set my coverage shell to cover 2 and then call the play cover 3 sky, my defense will come out with 2 high safeties even though I'm actually running cover 3. At number 12, this is how you should be going through your read progressions on every pass play. This is the concept of reading low to high, which means after the snap, we're going to look at our short routes first before progressing to our deeper routes. So for example, if we have a flood concept on the left side of the field with a streak, corner, and flat route, after the snap, we're going to read the flat route first. But if our opponent guards the flat route, then we progress to the higher route, which is the corner route, and hit him for a solid gain along the sideline. At number 13, this easy adjustment allows you to bring all of your defenders into the box. The adjustment is Show Blitz, which you can do by pressing Y on Xbox or triangle on PlayStation, and then pressing RB or R1. This will cause all of your cornerbacks to press and bring your safeties way closer to the line of scrimmage. This adjustment is extremely powerful because not only does it put your safeties in a better position to stop the run, but even if you're in a normal coverage shell, having your safeties start closer to the line also takes away quick throws up the seam. At number 14, this is one of the most secretly powerful routes in Madden 25. Putting your running back on a check and release route has the benefit of letting your running back stay in to block if your opponent blitzes, while also letting him go out on a flat route if there isn't a blitzer for him to pick up. To put your running back on a check and release route, press Y or triangle, then select the icon of your running back, and then press the left trigger or L2. Especially if your opponent's user has been manually guarding the running back, that brief pause where your running back stays in to look for someone to block can cause the user to go guard elsewhere, leaving your running back free to catch a wide open open pass and rack up yards after the catch. At number 15, this is how you can always beat your opponent's match coverage. If your opponent is running match coverage plays like cover 4 quarters, cover 4 palms, cover 6, or cover 3 seam, then their defenders can sometimes feel like they're sticking to your receivers like glue. However, you can turn off your opponent's match coverage by having 4 receiving threats on the same side of the quarterback. Some formations like Gun Bunch Strong Nasty do this naturally, or you can use motion to turn your formation into a 4x1 set. With this alignment, match coverage rules won't apply, and your opponent's defenders will play normal drop zone coverage, which you can pick apart without any issues. At number 16, this is how you can get super fast block sheds with just a 3-man rush. The way Madden 25 is coded, your opponent's O-line will hold their blocks super well if you only have 3 players on rushing assignments, but there's a way that we can get around this. If you take your user, put him on a blitz assignment, and hover near the line of scrimmage before the snap, then the game will recognize this as a 4-man rush. Even though you'll be usering back in coverage, the programming of the game will give your D lineman the sheds of a 4-man rush, giving you awesome organic pressure while letting you drop 8 players into coverage. At number 17, this is the most underrated route in the entire game. Running back streaks are incredible for 3 reasons. Number 1, they can attack the seam in a really nice spot after other routes push defenders deep. Number 2, they push back defenders in deep blue zones, meaning you can use them to hold an outside third or outside quarter and allow a corner route to get wide open. Number 3, if you put a running back on a streak and then motion him over, it'll turn his streak into a straight line up the middle of the field, which is guaranteed to catch your opponents by surprise. At number 18, here's how you can never give up a kick return touchdown ever again. From the play call screen, call kickoff left. Then, out on the field, press Y or triangle to select deep kick and point your left stick all the way to the left. Kick the ball with full kick power and it will get kicked at least halfway into the end zone. In the worst case scenario, your opponent will take the touchback and start on the 30-yard line, which is where most normal kick returns will get to anyway. But if your opponent is greedy, they may take the ball out of the end zone, and in that case, your kickoff team will be all over them and you can usually tackle them before the 20-yard line. At number 19, here's how you can make your play action pass plays 10 times more effective. The issue with play action pass plays is the long play action animation that prevents you from being able to see your receivers or throw the ball during the animation. However, you can cancel the play action animation early by simply tapping the sprint button during the animation. This allows you to make your reads faster, get the ball out earlier, and unlock the full potential of every play action pass play. At number 20, here's how we can score a 1-play touchdown against both 3-man deep and prevent cover 3 defense. Call the play PA post shot in the formation I-form slot, make sure you're on a hash with your receivers on the wide side of the field, and also make sure you sub in your fastest receiver in the slot. The only adjustments are to put your tight end on a hot routed corner route and block the fullback. After the snap, against both 3-man deep and prevent cover 3 defense, the tight end corner route will pull down the defender responsible for guarding deep on that side of the field, and you can launch it to your receiver for a massive 1-play touchdown. And don't forget, guys, for my most advanced tips and schemes in Madden 25, be sure to head on over to PlaybookProfessor.gg. Or if you want to watch another Madden tip video, check out this video on the screen right here.